So today we're checking out a nice big party speaker by Tronsmart, and this speaker is made to play music loud in large outdoor spaces during your holidays or having fun at the beach. So let's see if they live up to their name. So the speaker today was sent over to me by Tronsmart for review, and although they were sent over to me, no money has exchanged hands, so this review is based solely on my experience and opinion about them. So this speaker retails for 499 Malaysia ringgit, and that's about 119 US dollars. Pretty decently priced and not too expensive, considering the similarly stout JBL Boombox series are well over 2,000 Malaysia ringgit. So if you're interested in buying this speaker, do check out my links in the description below. So honestly, the Tronsmart Bang is a very beautiful and gorgeous speaker, which is designed very classily. The entire speaker is very heavy, coming in at about 3.08 kilos, and when you carry it, it feels like a very solid and well-built design, giving it a very slight premium feel to the design. So the main design cue here is this LED light at the bottom, and Tronsmart tastefully integrated it at the bottom of the speaker, and this light bar is not too overwhelming, just a thin light strip at the bottom, doesn't make the speaker look cheap, and the light also radiates to the side of the speaker. So if you look closely at the side of the speaker here, it also radiates all the way to the side, which looks extremely nice. So at the top of the speaker is a generous and large handle that is very easy for you to carry this around, making this a very portable Bluetooth speaker. If that's what you want to do, bring it around. And at the top here, you're going to see the Tronsmart branding here, and this is the only part that feels a little bit less premium because the plastic pieces here, the connections, if you can hear, it's a little bit sharp and it's not very smooth, and I think that if Tronsmart were to smooth this out a little bit, that would be really nice. So the entire speaker here is covered with this mesh material from front to back. However, don't be mistaken, because this is unlike the Element T6. This is not a 360 speaker. So there are only two main drivers in front, which Tronsmart calls them the woofer, and there's also two small tweeters at the front here. And I don't have the exact specs of each of the drivers, but that's what we can see from their website. And the side speakers here are not speakers. These are passive radiators to help with enhancing the bass response just a little bit, and this helps the speaker to retain its smaller footprint but helps with improving audio quality just a bit. So there's also a feature to change the LED profile here. You can either let it dance to the beat of the song, or it will gradually pulse. Depending on the mood that you're looking for, the Tronsmart Bang definitely will deliver. So let's talk a little bit about the ports at the back here. So at the back of the speaker, there are various ports, and they are all covered by this very thick rubber flap here. If we open up the rubber flap, you can see how thick it is. This is to prevent water from getting into the ports. So inside here, you're gonna get a USB-A port for using the speaker as a power bank, or you can also plug in any USB drive for you to play music out of it. Next to it, there's a Type-C charging port where you can plug it in and charge up the speaker. And the good thing about this USB-C port is that you can charge the speaker and play music at the same time, so you can also permanently plug the speaker in if you want to. Next to that, you're going to get a 3.5mm auxiliary port, and next to that, you're going to get a TF card or micro SD card slot. So you can just put your music into the card, plug it in, change the input into micro SD card, and you're good to go. So in terms of ports, that's what we get. So at the front here, you're going to get an array of controls, and starting from the left side here. So on the left side here, you see your NFC connection here. So this is an NFC enabled speaker, so you can just connect your phone by tapping on the NFC button here. And next to that, you're going to see 4 LED indicators that lights up to tell you the battery percentage of the speaker in a 25% increment. Next to that, you're going to see the Tronsmart TuneCon button, which lets you configure and connect this speaker up to 100 units of the same speaker. So if you like the whole house to be connected with this speaker for a very big party, for example, this speaker lets you connect up to 100 speakers. So the mode button here lets you call out your assistant if you press and hold for 2 seconds, and if you press once, it will toggle between the different input modes. Next to that, you're going to get the plus and minus volume button. So the plus and minus volume button also acts as track skipping, so you can skip forward or you can skip backwards. And next to that, you're going to get the play or pause button, which also does quite a few things. So next to that, you're going to get a sound pulse EQ button, which is denoted SP. And once you press it, there's an indicator at the top that will light up to tell you that you're in sound pulse mode. So this is actually Tronsmart's own EQ setting. So if you go into the app, you will see a sound pulse EQ as well. So this is a shortcut to make the volume a little bit louder, the bass a little bit thicker, and the highs a little bit clearer. And next to that, you're going to get an on-off button. So that's pretty much a very comprehensive control that you get with this speaker. So like I've mentioned, this speaker comes with a 10,800 mAh battery and gives you pretty good battery life per charge. Without the LEDs, the speaker runs up to 15 hours at 50% volume, and with the LED, the battery drops to about 8 hours of playtime. So honestly, it doesn't really sound like it's very long because some speakers do go up to 24 hours or maybe 2 days of battery life. But honestly, plenty good enough for any outdoor fun. And the best part about this speaker is that they are super loud. And if you use them as personal speakers, honestly, 20% volume on my iPhone is actually very loud already. So you can imagine what's it like in 50%. So since these speakers are meant for large outdoor spaces, they definitely do what they set out to do. And one complaint about this speaker that I have is that at 10% the volume is very soft. Then when you bump it up to 20%, it suddenly gets very loud. So every 10% increment is an exponential jump on this speaker. But it's a good thing because if you want to use this speaker as a loud outdoor speaker, then it definitely does its job. So charging the speaker and its big battery up takes about 4.5 hours. So features wise, these are meant to be loud outdoor speakers, as we have established a while ago, and the specs are tailored towards that without adding on what's unnecessary. So since party speakers don't need details to sound great, the Tronsmart Bang comes only with a basic Bluetooth 5.0 with SBC support. Nothing too fancy here. So the best part about this speaker is that it comes with an IPX6 water resistant rating. So apart from submerging them into your swimming pool, it should survive any water splashes you can throw at it, and even continue playing when it starts to rain. So there is also no multi-point connectivity here, but the best part is Tronsmart's TuneCon feature that lets you broadcast the audio up to 100 of the same units. And I don't have 100 units with me, but I think that would be super cool if I can experience that. So the Tronsmart app is very simple, and you're gonna get very simple controls for the Tronsmart Bang here. And at the homepage itself, you're gonna see the speaker as well as the battery life. No battery percentage here, only a picture of a battery level. So that's the first page. And on the second page, this is where you get to select up to 8 different EQs for your Tronsmart Bang. And as you can see, the sound pulse is also one of the EQs here. So at the last tab, this is where you get to choose a little bit more stuff. And at the top here, you're going to be able to choose your play modes. So you either have your Bluetooth, your auxiliary, your TF card, or your U-Disc, which is your USB-A. And at the bottom here, you can configure the TuneCon broadcast mode. So if you press here, this will be the master. And at the bottom here, you get to choose the different LED colors, which is really cool. So you can see if I choose any of the colors here, it will mimic the color directly on the speaker itself, which is really cool. And at the bottom here, you can choose the different LED modes. You can either have it on solid on, you can also have it on vary with beats. So what it does here is that if you have any music playing, the beat will play along. So if you click on the 3 dots at the top right here, you will be able to see your firmware, you can also update your firmware, you can also view the user manual in the app itself, so which is really cool. So that's pretty much all the controls you get with the Tronsmart app. So to the important part of this speaker, which is the sound signature, and the Tronsmart Bang is a loud speaker, no doubt about that, but not a particularly detailed sounding speaker, which in a way is not bad because these are not studio monitors or speakers you use to enjoy high-res audio with. So its sole purpose in life is to play music in outdoor spaces loud, and that's what it does very well. And the bass on this speaker is not strong since it doesn't come with any active woofer. The passive radiator does its thing but does not deliver deep bass at a distance. So with that SBC codec, clarity in terms of mids and highs are slightly muted. Doesn't sound too good if you're expecting them to work like studio monitors. You're gonna get decent quality vocals, decent quality highs, and that's pretty much it. And if you use the sound pulse EQ, you're gonna get slightly increase in clarity as well as the loudness of the speaker. So if you press sound pulse, it's definitely gonna be even louder. So you need to set your expectations right with these speakers, and they are not your standard high-end Bluetooth speakers, more to a loud party speakers. is a test to see if the Tronsmart Bang is a good speakers for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from the speaker. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So latency here for gaming isn't fantastic, and when playing games like PUBG, it's not very good and lags quite a bit when gaming. But anyways, this is not made to be a gaming speaker, so that's very much forgivable. Videos on YouTube or Netflix still lags a little bit, a very tiny bit. Still very usable, but when you look closely enough, they don't sync up perfectly. Anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of this speaker. So, is this speaker worth your money? And it really depends on what you're looking for. As a budget-friendly party speaker, it definitely over-delivers, especially with that 100 speaker daisy chain capability. It's also great as an outing speaker, pool party speaker, or picnic speaker where music is mostly used as a background sound. If that's what you're looking for, then yeah, that's a pretty great speaker for its price. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash the thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.